Alright, y'all, so we finna get into it of the story of LA Capone backdoor at the studio. Let's get it.
You got 600 boy LA, man. LA Capone, man. Get it to him, man. OC2 boys, man. All it's gonna take for me to get the black 8, drop brakes, jump gates, then they put the red tape. Feds on our ass, 59th ain't safe, just a lot of young hotheads, Zach 6 trait. Freedom haters, there's a couple of them left, but don't think shit's sweet, cause you can still meet. Fix his ass up if you need a repair, never fall for a bitch, love don't sleep here.
Yeah, it was.
Bro, that nigga LA was really talented, like when it came out to this drill shit. Like, his bars, that shit snap, bro.
September 29th, 2012, he got shot the first time.
Right here, these are steps of the studio. LA got killed coming out of this door right here. Back door of the studio, one room. He had got finished recording. Brothers stepped down these stairs and walked into that alley right there. And that's when it happened.
Like, bro, tell my mama and them I love them, bro. I don't think I'm gonna make it. You feel me? Like that.
Ayo squad,
Damn,
what's
that's
the drill? Back with another video, man. When it comes to talent, Chicago has made a name for itself as what many label the place where drill started. But that came with a price. Many with that same talent lived the street life and was murked before they even got a chance to enjoy their success. One such legend in the Chirac streets was LA Capone. Bro was on the way to change the game, but the Opps was creeping in the shadows, and from the looks of it, somebody might have backdoored bro and handed him on a silver platter to the Opps. At the end of his life story, will you come to the same conclusion? Without further ado, let's skip the...
Bro, it had to be backdoor though. Cause like, I heard like a nigga, like, I heard this shit from some, bro, I think it was some, like, I think it was like some video, like, I think somebody said like the studio manager didn't even want LA at that studio at that time. But then all of a sudden they want him there at that same time, the same day. All of a sudden. Like, that don't sound right to me. Like, it sounds fluky as hell.
The play and get down to business. Leonard Anderson, also known as LA Capone, came from the south side of Chicago as a kid. His parents were split, so LA became the man of the household with his moms and sisters. From as young as 4 years old, LA was ready to show signs of how smart he was, reading books and playing with rhyming.
But mom was so smart. He learned how to read when he was like 4 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a smart boy. That's why people trying to figure out how he knew how to wordplay like that. He wasn't just street smart, he was book smart as well.
Between then and the age of 5, he was already showing signs of the rapper he was gonna be.
He had been rapping since like 5 years old. Like just playing around.
LA was spitting bars already as a little jit. Still a youngin', his moms didn't want him to grow up without having time with his pops. So for 5 years, she sent him out to live with his old man. Moving out there, LA got the chance to get a whole different world and experience life from a different perspective. He was making friends with families that had weight in the hip-hop game, like T.I.'s daughter, who had the group OMG Girls. Around 8th grade, tragedy struck and LA experienced a big loss when his pops passed. Girls around had weight in the hip-hop.
Who said that this was ever cool, bro? Bro, this shit looks stupid as hell. I know it was a style back then. Like, I know motherfuckers did this shit all the time. But this shit look, seen it now, bro? What the fuck are they doing?
Pop game like T.I.'s daughter, who had the group OMG Girls. Around 8th grade, tragedy struck and LA experienced a big loss when his pops passed. He moved back to Chicago when he was around 12 and was in the culture shock returning to the environment back home.
And it's early, 11, 12, 13 and shit, he was living in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? He moved back to Chicago in 2010, but like...
He was in the A so long, he actually got a little bit of Atlanta swag.
When he came back home, he was wearing skinny, tight color jeans with chains hanging off of them.
Like the biker boy.
Yeah.
LA seemed to disconnect with the trenches, but the hood was in his blood. Bro was back outside like he never left, letting the Capone presence be felt once more. When those teenage years hit, That's when LA started becoming LA for real. His bar game got crazier and his ties to the streets got even deeper and stronger.
He had been rapping since like 5 years old.
Bro, nah, like for real, like it's so much talent inside Chicago, bro. Like all this rapping shit, bro, these niggas is built for that, bro, cause they living a life to tell, like all this shit like they done been through, all the shit they did, all the work they did, and they putting this shit in the music. Rather, what, nah, I can't say that some of that shit fake, cause a lot of this shit real. Like King Von, he rapping on shit that he actually did. So I'm pretty sure, and I think LA was too, to be honest. So like, yeah, but like it's so much talent. Like a lot of these rappers is really making it out from music. That's the only hope. It seemed like
just playing around with it, but he got serious about it in the teenage years, and
he linked up with Rondo No. 9 and Tay 600, who was like his ride-or-die partners, the Drill Amigos.
Talking about 300s, you know they coming, you know they drumming. Can't wait till the D-Rose come home, bro, won't be on dummy.
Free D-Rose. That's enough, man. Enough, man.
No disrespect, bro, but like, I think like LA was like the best rapper coming out of 600, bro, to be honest, because I don't think Rondo was like, I mean, like he was alright, but he wasn't on LA level.
What we got coming, man. 600,
LA
man.
Rondo, man.
The 600 Black Disciples gang became a part of him, and he repped it heavy.
You got 600 boy LA, man. LA Capone, man. Get in tune, man. Ocean 2 boys, man.
But LA was more than just a rider. You see bro out there thugging it, but behind all of that, bro was an honor student, an MVP football athlete, and he had his diploma. If bro really just focused on music and not having his foot in the streets, ain't no telling how great he would have became. The streets became his second home, and right around the time the music scene in Chicago was taking off,
He ain't had no fucking choice, nigga. He was around that shit. It's not like you can outrun it. He there every day, nigga. He stay there. He don't got no choice but to see these niggas. Bro, and he actually like, I mean like, he already a target because of his name. He a rapper now. He got money, got clothes and jewelry. Like, and he already inside the streets, nigga. It's no way around it. It's no way around it. He ain't got no choice but to be in there.
Chief and Dirk and them was popping off, and LA fit right in with the OTF and 300 camp.
Uncle Dirk, yeah, that's my homie. That's my homie.
Like without rap shit,
Yeah,
real
without
shit.
without all that, man, let
Hey,
that
this shit
go.
bigger than rap shit.
Yeah, this
Real
This shit
shit.
bigger than that shit.
That shit ain't nothing, man. We just
Now
got
run 300,
we
600,
finna show motherfucker how to plug.
bigger than that shit.
From the music that was going on at the time, LA popped out with the first music video for the banger, Murder. The entire gang was in the music video as LA let the ops know if they won't smoke, them bodies is dropping.
You with the shit, get murdered. You talking slick, get murdered.
Trench facts. LA Capone and Op FBG Butter were neighbors as babies who were close because their moms knew each other. But when they grew up, they became ops due to the gang affiliations, not even knowing they grew up together as babies.
like Leonard, and I think his name Butter, but I know his mother. His mother is Denise, and she was my neighbor for years. We grew up together, like.
LA kept applying pressure, linking up with the man's Rondo No. 9 for tracks like Face Down. The heat just kept coming. LA had the bars, the energy, and he had the melodic flow that had the heads bobbing in the tracks like Some More, featuring Huncho. At first, his moms didn't believe him when he said that he wanted to rap, but once she heard him on 600, he had everything down. His aunt used to pay for the studio sessions, and LA would rip the mic.
It was a few times that he came here without me, he'll just come and be like,
Get tired of these shit, man.
hey, I'm at the studio, you owe Mills 50. You know what I'm saying? Just like that.
As his buzz grew, so did his notoriety in the trenches, even being co-signed by the young demon himself, King Von. LA seemed like the next up. Him and his homie Rondo No. 9 was making movies and even touring with Dirk.
Man, you been on tour already and shit?
We Went on tour with Dirk and shit.
It was up in a good way, but the Opps wasn't trying to let the fame be stuck and they tried to take bro out. September 29th, 2012, the Opps slid on bro.
September 29th, 2012, he got shot the first time.
Caught in the Tay 600, who was there when he got pulled up. They were chilling on the block walking from 600 to Front Street, but made the mistake of leaving the straps behind. And Opp dipped out a store and started busting. Tay and them went one.
Well, that was a dumbass idea. You know you got enemies looking for you, nigga, and you gonna leave the poles behind. That wasn't really smart.
One way, and LA dipped through another street trying to get away, but the Opp wanted him and didn't stop until he hit LA up. By that time, it was like dudes was desensitized and accustomed to the street lifestyle so much that instead of panicking, they was there talking while in the hospital. LA, Capone ate them shots and popped back out like it was nothing. Bro was out with a vengeance with tracks like Play for Keeps with Rondo No. 9 with cameos from Tay 600 and Durkio. LA Capone was just different and reaching into convos with major labels wanting to sign him. What's eerie about what happened next was that he had a convo with his moms about moving to Atlanta because T.I. was hollering at him about signing with Grand Hustle, and he also had label meetings in the works.
Career, he said that Grand Hustle was looking at him and another label was looking at him, and he was supposed to have a meeting.
LA never got the opportunity to see where those would take his career though, because the time on his life was about to come to an end.
Damn, that's fucked up, bro. He was about to be one of the biggest rappers out. Probably bigger than Dirk. Damn, my nigga, bro, that's fucked up, bro. Yeah, that's crazy.
In September 26, 2013, LA Capone went to his court appointment to get probation for riding in a Stolo with his squad. His mom spoke with him and got the breakdown of how court went, and LA went to the studio after. That was earlier in the day, but LA went to another studio later on, and that's where tragedy struck.
I didn't see him anymore. I talked to him a couple of times, and then he went to another studio session where he was, shot at.
That particular studio was given vibes recently that felt off, but they recorded there before, so they didn't think nothing of it. LA's uncle, Bleak Capone, had a convo with the guy who owns the studio, and they agreed to not let LA come through while other people were there because some chatter was heard by folks wanting to be some drama with LA.
So,
that's a goddamn red flag right there. Bro, nah, hell no, bro. I wouldn't even, bro. That shit's out the window from the get-go, nigga. I ain't finna go there. If this niggas want it, bro. I know my ops there. And I'm going by myself without a pole. Well, not by myself, but without my pole, nigga. Oh, yeah, nah, that shit crazy. Out the window from the get-go.
I pick up, like, we gonna go kick it with LA today. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I go pick him up, it's probably like 8 o'clock. I called this dude at the studio. Now me and him had this was really crazy about it. Me and this dude had an agreement like, don't never let my nephew come to this studio when somebody else here. Cause it had already been some shit said prior, you feel me?
Before that day, LA and them was calling old boy to come through, but he wasn't picking up. His phone was off the whole time. They finally got through, but he told them not to come cause there was other people that were there. LA wanted to record his song Brother to send it to Dirk and them because he wanted to drop his tape on November 1st.
Call, bam, he broke. Y'all probably ain't gonna wanna come here. I mean, like I know you ain't gonna wanna come here, there's other people here. I'm gonna call you back like 9:30. LA geeking though to get to the studio. Be like, man, I gotta get this song did. I gotta get this song did and send it to Dirk. My tape gonna come out on the 1st.
The following day on the 26th, dude calling and telling them to slide through, but what's changed is that when LA got there, other people was at the stew. LA told Bleak after he dropped him that there were other dudes, so it may not be the best place for Bleak Shorty to be, so he'll handle his biz and hit him up later. That changed Bleak's original plans to stay with him in the stew. Who knows, if he did, things might have turned out different. To be, so he'll handle his biz and hit him up later. That changed Bleak's original plans to stay with him in the still handle his biz, and there were other dudes, so it may not be the best place for Bleak Shorty to be, so he'll handle his biz and hit him up later. That changed Bleak's original plans to stay with him in the stew. Who knows, if he did, things might have turned out different.
I was gonna go to Hostage Studio with him, nigga.
This shit back though like a motherfucker. Yeah, bro. That shit back though, bro. His mans couldn't stay? Oh, yeah. They set this nigga up, bro. They set that nigga up. Yeah, bro. That shit crazy.
He go upstairs. He up there for like 15 minutes, got me just downstairs waiting. I'm like, damn, bro, what's up? You ain't gonna call and tell him. He like, oh man. Now he tell me like, it's up here. Like, you probably don't want to come bring the little. Yeah.
Throw it back if you nasty. Bust it like it's elastic. Go ahead, break it down real low. Go ahead.
Bro, what I'll tell you about these ads, man.
Chick up here or whatever, you feel me? He like, I'm just gonna call you tomorrow, you know what I'm saying?
LA finished recording and went back out the back. LA then went to the stairs and walked down and went out the alley.
Yeah, he stepped to the studio. LA got killed coming out of this door right here. The back door of the studio, one room. He had got finished recording. Brothers stepped down these stairs and walked into that alley right there.
As LA was walking down the alley, his homie JB Bin Laden was on the top of the stairs and saw the ops creeping up and tried to warn LA, but they already got the drop on him and shot him 2 times.
When LA walked out into the alley, JB saw somebody walking up and he told him like, hey bro, somebody creeping up, and dude walked up and shot 2 times, just like that.
One of the bullets reopened his old wound around his leg where the first bullet was still lodged and the blood was gushing. His homie would rush to his side as LA was losing hella blood on the floor. And it's like LA knew this time was gonna be the last because he told bro, tell my mom and them I love him. I don't think I'ma make it.
Then like, I asked JB, like, JB, was he talking? JB like, yeah, he was talking. That made me feel good, but then when JB was like, he said, like, bro, tell my mom and them I love them, bro. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Everybody was rushing to the hospital. Dirk, Tay, everybody. The hospital was about 200 strong, and that's the kind of love that LA had in the streets.
It was so many people, like 200 people it seemed like.
Mama Capone and everybody else wasn't really bugging at first because the first time LA was hit, it was all smiles and bro was acting normal, so everybody was thinking it was gonna be the same. But the scenery this time started to look different. Homicide detectives was there asking questions and all that jazz.
This time we get there, it's 2 like homicide detectives there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They interviewing us, asking everybody who is you, and all that, you know what I'm saying? The shit just was a whole different feeling, you feel me, from the prior.
And then Mama Capone stepped out of the elevator and heard her mom screaming from way up on the 5th floor. She knew she had lost her son, LA.
Like soon as the surgeon opened her mouth, it was like,
fast, I'm looking like,
damn.
I'm looking like, who can I grab? Should I grab my mama, my sister, or my nieces, or whoever?
The news messed up everybody. Mama Capone had to step away because it was too much for her to even begin to process or accept. They lost LA.
I don't know, it did something to me. It just like made me shut completely down. They were all up there screaming, hollering, crying. I just got back on the elevator and I went down.
And it's heartbreaking hearing his mom's talk about seeing him on his dying bed because she recalls tear marks by his eyes, and she was wondering if bro tried calling out for her when he was realizing he wasn't gonna make it. As a mom, that can't be easy for you to hear or stomach, man. And that's what these youngins now that don't even live in the hood fail to understand when they're promoting the gang life. People really out here getting hit up, man. Families and moms is really mourning and hurting. LA's homie, Rondo number 9, was going through it, and the perfect opportunity later presented itself to take out the rage on February 14th, 2014 after an altercation happened involving a shorty they knew. Unfortunately, him and C-Day ended up murking the wrong person, an innocent taxi driver, Javon Boyd. They hit C-Day with 38 years and Rondo number 9 with 39 years.
Bro, I heard about this shit, bro. Who was they looking for though? Like, who was they looking for? Cause like, why hit this nigga? Hit this nigga? Who was this? Who are they trying to hit? Like, I'm confused as shit.
Javon Boyd. They hit C-Day with 38 years and Rondo number 9 with 39 years after being found guilty of the hit. With them numbers, bro, we'll be leaving the jail around 2056.
Yo. Nigga, bro, this the nigga that had posted a rocket, bro. That nigga posted a bazooka. Don't know why the fuck he did that shit. So he been hot.
Dicks. I did a video on Rondo number 9 so you could check it out for the full breakdown of his life in the case. The Opps thought they had won, but cops arrested 3 suspects for the hit of L.A. Capone's life. Michael Mays, Mako Buchanan, and Saki Hardy Johnson, aka Lil Mick. All 3 hating on L.A. Capone's shine was found guilty and sentenced behind bars after they turned snitch when they were saying that they weren't gonna get out. They ratted
What Vaughn say? That nigga said, "Goddamn, just close your mouth. You coming home tomorrow." Bro, these niggas, bro. If you can't do man, if you do the crying, man, no fuck. I can't even talk. If you can't do the crying, don't do it. If you don't do this, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Bro, these niggas snitched on each other and they all on the hit. That's dumb as shit, bro.
on each other, stating who was the driver, the hitter, and how they got the straps before going to the studio, waiting in the car while watching LA get murked. Everything. The judge dropped 45 years on Buchanan and hit Mays with a 24-year combo. And Lil Mick won the biggest prize of 60 years. Details will reveal that the hitters were affiliated with 051, rivals of 600, and they murked L.A. Capone in retaliation for their fallen comrade 051 Fathead because he was alleged to be involved in Fathead's hit. L.A.'s legacy lives on in his friends, fam, and his posthumous tapes, Separate Myself and King L.A., that keep his impact on the industry alive. L.A. Capone had just celebrated his 17th birthday a week before he got hit. He would have been right there next to Dirk and them, with Mama Capone seeing her son be great, but the street stole that from her and him. Long live L.A. Capone, man.
He's outgoing and funny and always telling jokes and, that kind of stuff. Always messing with her, having her hollering and making noise.
And like always, stay smart, stay alert, and stay real. I'm out, y'all.
Yo, one thing about these Chicago rappers, bro, and just like Chicago niggas in period, these niggas look innocent as shit. They got innocent faces and they laugh, joke, they play around all day. But these niggas will kill you. These niggas will shoot you. And you wouldn't even know it. Like, these niggas, they got innocent faces, bro. Yeah,
Whether you're
yeah, shit, Chris. All right, so you guys like, comment, subscribe.